Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to begin by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our elders, apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers doing this work in sincerity, truth, and charity. Just coming back to you, do another quick lesson, man. Just gonna hop into the spirit. Basically, what we were talking about earlier, is basically keeping thine eye single, man. All right, having your mentality and not losing sight of what we're doing, man. All right, and it got me meditating because in the world, I had read this book. It's called the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. All right, one habit and trait that they all had was a vision. Right, they all envisioned where they were going. All right, so I take certain things like that, I apply it to the truth, man. All right, we gotta know where we're going. All right, we gotta know what was at the end of this thing. All right, which is ultimately salvation, man.
Yeah. Hey, I can get a definition.
Yeah.
Cause having your eye single is basically going into focus.
Yeah.
Hey, cause when you look up the word, this is just in a regular dictionary, man, and we can get into the etymology because the etymology go hard too. But this just on a regular scale, it's the center of interest or activity, right? Verse 2, definition 2: the state or quality or having or reproduce clear vision. So when when you having that clear vision, you don't let anything stop you, man. Hey, you know why basketball, like top basketball players and football players so-called be so great? Because they have that straight, clear vision, and they don't let anything stop them, man. And that's how we supposed to be in the truth. Instead of applying it on the worldly, carnal sense, apply those things to a spiritual sense, man. Meaning to be single, meaning keeping your eyes on the prize, man. And what's the eyes of the prize? Is making it to the kingdom, right?
Yeah.
And that's the goal, because in order to things to get better, we have to proclaim this gospel out the four corners of the earth first and foremost. But we have to stay in the truth, because if we fall off, our works is not going to be remembered. So we have to keep focused and keep being diligent to Yahweh Shema Shai, and guess what? The Lord is going to give us that reward. So you got a precept?
Kind of Matthew
6.
Yeah. Matthew 6 verse 21. For where your treasure is, then there will your heart be also. All right, so whatever it is that you love, man, all right, it is gonna show forth in your actions. All right, and you know what? You're gonna carry it with you everywhere you go, and it's gonna show. All right. Verse 22: the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. All right. If the light of the body is the eye, all right, and if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, man. You're gonna be illuminated, man. All right, but you have to be focused on your purpose. This is our purpose. All right, this has always been our purpose. It's always been our purpose, man. Jeremiah 1. I have ordained thee to be a prophet, man.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I got a precept.
Okay.
Just backing that up. This Luke, because this is always our purpose. This is what we're supposed to be doing anyway, man. This Luke 17, verse 10. It says, so likewise ye, when you shall have done all these things which are commanded you, say we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which are our duty to do. So guess what? This is our duty from the beginning anyway, man. To preach this word. Hey, the prophets always was back then. The prophets back in the old days, in the ancient days, and they back here now. And they had the same mentality, man. The same mentality. It's just right now in this time, this decade, this age, hey, we fell away harder. And it's taking time and it's taking time and diligence to get back into that mindset, which we was, man. Because we was a great stature people, man. And the only way we're going to get that way as a nation is what? Proclaiming this word, man. This word is what cleanses us. This word is what's making us single and to Yahweh Shema Shai. Because if you don't have this word and as a frontlets, which we're going to get in the law, hey, you can't serve Yahweh Shema Shai 100%. Because you're going to be always dibbing and babbing into other doctrines, and that's not what the Lord wants. He's a jealous power, man. So we have to keep our eyes single, having that eyesight, man. And that's that clear vision, man. If you got something, you can go back to that Matthew, but I got something real quick.
I'm going to keep reading on the Matthew 6, verse 24 now. It says, no man can serve two masters. And
that's the thing. When you can't serve two masters. When you have your mind on this and then your mind on that, you toss and fro. You rocking back and forth. And you don't know what you want to do. That's why when a man going through certain things, like when we went to war back then, the Lord said, He said, anybody that have a family or have a woman, stay at home, man, because hey, you can't go to war, thinking about your family or your kids or anything like that, because guess what? You're gonna fall. You're not gonna be single. You know, your mind is not gonna be on this war. It's gonna be on the people back home. So he said, he asked the whole people. He said, man, if you have a wife, stay at home. Well, really, like if you come to serve the Lord, you gotta just be single, man. Because I butchered the parable, but you know what I'm talking about. You got some more?
Yeah, I got some more. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Yeah, because you're going to either do this or do that. One of them going to slack if you're trying to do both. But you can't. That's why the scripture tell you in Revelations, man, hey, you can't be lukewarm. Yeah. Either you're going to be hot or cold. It's either one or the other. One or the other. And you can't be in between, man. Because guess what? The scripture also, in that same scripture, said that he will spew you out of his mouth. So he'll destroy your ass, man. He'd rather you be all the way cold or all the way hot. Period.
You cannot serve God and mammon. Right? So your love has to be in this, man. All right? And that it'll show, man, because what your actions are doing.
Yep.
Are you abounding in this thing? And, you know, are you doing the work as much as you can? Or are you out in the world, you know, pleasing the flesh, man? Because even that, you know, which one are you feeding the most, man? All right?
Yeah, the scripture tell you, one that soar spiritually shall reap bountifully, man. Or something to the effect, man. I butchered it, but hey, the more you reap spiritual things, the more and more you're going to increase. But the more and more you do carnal things, the more and more you're going to be carnal. And that's plain, man. Keep going, because you got to get to the point.
Verse 25, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat. I think that was it in there, yeah.
You read? Oh, yeah. Maybe you read it. You said the single part?
Yeah.
I'm going on. Salaki. I got a precept for you. This Colossians 3 and 22. It says, serve, obey in all things your master according to flesh. Right? Meaning we have elders that's in the flesh that we should obey, man. It's just like your mother, your father, man, you should obey them, but we have spiritual fathers and fathers in the truth that taught us this truth, and we should obey them, man. Hey, and that's the way, because they setting up a standard of how we should be, man, right? It say, not with eye servants as man pleasers, man, but in singleness of heart, fearing Yahweh, man. So we have to be singleness and a heart, man, being this thing sincere of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Keep reading, verse 23. And whatsoever you do it heartily, as to the Lord and not unto men, because guess what? This is not of men. The Lord just set the man up to teach us the truth, man, so that we can abound, so we can have glory in the Lord. Because if this was a man would get proud. He'll boast and say, man, I did this. But you know this not a man. This of the spirit Yahweh Shemel Rashai, ordained through man. Right? Verse 24, and that's the key, man, because hey, this what we waiting for. Knowing that the Lord ye shall receive the reward of inheritance, for you serve the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. And what that inheritance, us getting our nationality back and coming as a nation again, a whole nation, man, and ruling. That's the whole mission. To get that reward, to be back on top, man.
It's all about the mission, man.
Yeah.
This is the book of James 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man. All right, that's exactly what we don't want to do. That's having one foot in and one foot out. All right, we want to be all the way in. All right, we're all the way in for this day, man, because we ain't got nothing else. All right, and if you got the knowledge of the scriptures, you know that this place is not gonna last forever, man. All right, so why would you want to stay in this world and prosper here, man? Because there ain't no way you're ever gonna prosper in this society, especially being an Israelite. All right, and then I got here. This is 2 Timothy 2. And I'm gonna start in verse 3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach." All right, and when you go into that word soldier, all right, it means basically a champion for the cause of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right. Verse 4. "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier." All right, like we were saying before. All right, we don't go out to battle and in our mind are thinking of what we left behind. And basically we left everything already. Just like who was it, Peter?
Yeah, like the Peter and John.
Yeah.
I believe he when the Lord came to them and they was fishing. Yeah, what did they say? And they left everything. And fishing was a good business back then, just like as today in the market, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, you can actually make some good money going fishing, man. So how much serious when it was profitable back then? They left all those things and what? Serve the Lord, man. I got a precept for you. This and they ain't worried. And you think they didn't have families? You think they ain't had kids or businesses? How much more us? In the time now, man. Which we are at the end, man. This Romans 8 and 27. It say, "Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that love us. For I am persuaded that neither death or life, nor angel, nor principalities, or powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahweh Shai, our Lord," man. So nothing, man. Nothing should get in the way of serving the Lord, the true power, man. Because if you have the true understanding, the Lord ordained all these things. And you know why your woman act the way she act? Maybe because the Lord ordained it in heaven to make her put Satan to hop on her, man. If you want her to get right, you don't go to her, you go to the Lord. If you need a job, you go to the Lord. Then you go out here and work. You show that faith through works. And that's the same thing we do right now. You know how we being diligent and we showing our faith and we truly love the Lord by doing this work and we believe in it, man. That's it. What you got?
Yeah, this is Matthew 19, and I'm gonna start.
I was looking for that. The ISAL.
ISAL?
Yeah.
No, this ain't the ISAL.
I gotta look for it.
This is Matthew 19.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And I'm gonna start in verse 21. Yahushua said unto him, "If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell thou that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me." But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. All right, so basically, this guy, man, all right, he's like, what do I gotta do to have eternal life? All right, Yahushua is basically breaking down, keep the commandments, man. All right, he's like, I've done all these things since my youth up. All right, and Yahushua's like, go sell everything that you got, all your possessions, come and follow me, do this work, man. But he didn't want to do that, man, because he had a lot of materialistic things, man. All right, and he didn't want to give that up. All right, and a lot of people out here, they know the truth, man, but what, they don't want to give up and bear their cross, man. All right, they don't want to do this work because they got to leave everything, and they don't want to do that, man. All right, they're not willing to give up everything, all right, in order to gain everything.
You know why? Because they don't have faith. Hey, in order to really have faith, and you know you can get things later in life. Hey, see, people don't know how to sacrifice. They don't know the true sacrifice of Yahweh Shem HaMashiach. See, if you knew that if you lose these things, the Lord can give you these things back. What he did to Job when he took his house, his kids, his wealth, his cattle. Hey, the Lord blessed them what? Double all those things back, man. So if you have faith, you will give all those things up and serve Yahweh Shem HaMashiach. But it proved that these people is blinded, man. They don't have that, man. They don't have that faith. I got a precept. I still can't find that law. But this Revelations 3, verse 11. It say, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast with that has. And what's that? Meaning it's truth. Hold what we have, man. Be single to Yahweh Shem HaMashiach, man. It say that no man take that crown. And you look up that word no man, it go into anything, man. Not your family, not your kids, nothing. Because guess what? Hey, we gonna get that crown of life when the Lord come back. He's gonna put them crowns on an elect head that gave up everything for his name, man. And hopefully we don't man. You got something, bro?
I'm looking for that where it says, he that forsaketh houses.
Oh, it's in Matthew 19.
Oh, is that one too?
Yeah. Just start at all the way down, like 20, not 20, like
Oh yeah, kind of. This is Matthew 19, verse 29.
Yeah.
And everyone that hath forsaken.
So like it. Start at 27.
Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Judging the 12 tribes of Israel, man. So guess what? If we forsake all those things, and we're going to be the true rulers, then we're going to have everything anyway. So people don't even realize the things that they can do for Yahweh Shem HaMashiach to gain everything. Keep going though. What you have to do, these the things you must do.
And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or
brethren,
or sister, or fathers, or mother.
Hey, it don't mean that you can't deal with those people.
Right.
But guess what? When the Lord said he come first, he come first.
Yeah.
Don't put them over the Lord. Keep going.
Or mother, or
wife,
or
children,
or land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold.
100-fold. And we're going to get all that back 100 times 10, man.
And shall inherit everlasting life.
And everlasting life means to live forever. And that's the way to be single, man. To have focus on Yahweh Shem HaMashiach. And be honest, what else you want to do in this world? This world is nothing but folly. The more and more you get an increase in knowledge, you see the sorrowful and the state in our people, man. This gotta be the truth. Hey, cause hey, if we going back to that, hey, we ain't got no hope. We ordained to be dead, man. That's what the Lord said. The wages of sin is death. So this truth have to be the way. And it is, because the Lord said that this is the law to in Deuteronomy 6, this is the law to live in the sight of the nations. So this is the way, man. And that's bottom line, man. So
I just have one more precept. This is Sirach 35. I'm starting verse 10. This says, "Give unto the Most High according as He hath enriched thee, and as thou hast gotten, give with a cheerful eye. For the Lord recompenses and will give thee 7 times as much." Man. All right, and what does 7 mean, man? You know, perfection and completion. All right, you say He was gonna give us 100-fold. All right, the Most High is a man that He cannot lie. All right, so it's all about being grounded, rooted, established in the faith. All right, you have something else?
I was looking for it, but we ain't gotta get it. It's in Sirach. It's cool. We ain't gotta get it.
All right, man. So with that, you know, we pray this is edifying. As always, all praises goes to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash.
Double honors to elders, apostles of Great Millstone. And until next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.